Welcome to the channel. Excuse me. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 164, FFFL Cup special. It's the Game Week 7 review. This is at least a week late. Man flu has swept through FFFL HQ this week. Which means it's only affected me because, as everyone knows, man flu is genetically impossible for women to get man flu, and medically proven that man flu is worse than giving birth. But I'm getting back on track and finally well enough to do the Game Week 7 review. And here it is. In this week's edition of Banter in the Box, we've got your Game Week 7 winners and losers. 4 winners all picking up a Manager of the Season point. But just the 2 Game Week 7 losers. It was a low-scoring week in Game Week 7. There were no midweek games because it led into the international break. And I struggled to find more than 2 losers. Quite weak all round, really. Just one manager going into the transfer market this week. They did spend £5 million on an ease mind tactical gambit, which allowed them to bring in a player despite that player already belonging to another FFFL club. We've got your FFFL Cup review. Just before the international break was the first Premier League fixture weekend in October, and so match day 1 of the FFFL Cup group stages took place. We'll be reviewing the groups, and then we've got a Manager of the Season update. It was worth 6 Manager of the Season points, rolled over 6 times. Did anyone get the who the fuck is that? All will be revealed. So without further ado, your Game Week 7 winners. Take a bow. The Musketeers manager Sarah Goodwin climbed another place up to 16th in the table. That is a season high for Sarah. Take a bow also. The big Boster Cogless manager Niall Ponsford climbed a place to 14th as he battles to prove he wasn't a one-season wonder a couple of seasons ago when he finished runners-up. And 14th is a season high for Niall. Take a bow also. Foxborough Foxes manager Charlotte Williams climbed 2 places to 5th. And in a low-scoring week, climbing 2 places made Charlotte the biggest climbers of Game Week 7. But the big Game Week 7 winner, take a bow, the 5 times FFFL champion Ontario Grizzlies manager Neil Hatch, who climbed a place back into the top 3 with his first weekly win of the season, and he only had to score 40 points to get it. 1 Manager of the Season point to those 4. Your Game Week 7 losers, just the 2 of them. Hang your head in shame. Benny United manager Mark Benwell fell 1 place down to 13th, the lowest Mark has been since Game Week 2. And the other Game Week 7 loser, Gobi Desert Canoe Club manager Pops Hoxby, fell 3 places down to 17th. The lowest scorers in Game Week 7 with just 12 points. The biggest fallers in Game Week 7. And 17th is a season low for Gobi Desert Canoe Club. 1 Manager of the Season point lost for those 2. FFFL Cup review, as I said, last week's action, or a couple of weeks ago before the international break, saw the FFFL Cup group stage kick off with match day 1, and they are the groups at the end of match day 1. Group 1 went pretty much to form. Chairman's Choice beating Rayleigh Rovers. They're not too far different in the table, me and brother, but I am above him in the table. And no happy endings. Slight surprise, I guess, beating Masters of None. Only because Masters of None are higher than no happy endings. But again, they're very close in the table. So it wasn't a huge shock. Group 2, Legends 20, well, really close games. Legends 23, somewhat of a surprise, beating Megan Hoxley Chamberlain, albeit only by 3 points. Only because, again, Megan Hoxley Chamberlain is higher than Legends 23 in the table. And Foxborough Foxes made surprisingly hard work of beating Anders FC, just 1 point in it. But Foxborough Foxes got the win there. Group 3, the Group of Death. Battle of the Brothers saw Ontario Grizzlies beat Benny United. No surprise there. And a little bit of a surprise in the other one. Battle of the Best Friends. The Creed Bratton Society edging past Greece Lightning, the league leaders, of course. But the Creed Bratton Society getting the upper hand there. Group 4 saw Sasha's Hammers FC beat Error 404 as expected. But in a little bit of a surprise, the big Bostocoglis narrowly overcame the number 1 rated manager in the Family Fantasy Football League, Arden Diamonds. This is a bit of a group of death as well, with Sash Hammers FC, the big Bostocoglis and Arden Diamonds in that group. Group 5 saw Clockhouse Rangers shock. Haven't jot a clue, 28 points to 20. And Maldy Massive, in her debut season, won her first ever FFFL Cup match, edging past Pez United by just a point. Maldy Massive is higher than Pez in the table. That wasn't a huge surprise. And in Group 6, the Musketeers thrashed Gobi Desert Canoe Club. There's not much between them in the table, so that was a bit of a surprise, the size of the win. And no surprise, the Wearside Warriors beat Ostrich Bar Stewards. Wearside Warriors 4th in the table, Ostrich Bar Stewards 7th, so kind of went to form. The next match day 2 in the Family Fantasy Football League Cup will take place first full Premier League fixture weekend in November. Excuse me. Who the fuck is that? It was worth 6 manager of the season points and was a picture of a current Family Fantasy Football League manager. Mark Benwell, Benny United manager, thought that was a picture of Masters of None manager Jack Hoxby, the first Mao guess we've had, or first time anyone's guessed that the person might be a man. Mark going for Jack. And Sarah Goodwin thought that was a picture of Norfolk and Chance FC manager Angela Addis. I can reveal one of those answers is correct, because it was a picture of Norfolk and Chance FC manager Angela Addis. 6 manager of the season points going to Sarah Goodwin, and that means the manager of the season table, well, top half of the manager of the season table looks like this. Pops Hoxby drops to joint 9th for being a game week 7 loser. Niall climbs to joint 4th for being a game week 7 winner, and Sarah Goodwin goes 7 points clear at the top of the table, picks up 1 point for being a game week 7 winner and 6 points for getting the Who the Fuck Is That. Your chance, other than the normal way of banter and everything else, to win manager of the season points this week is to tell me which current Family Fantasy Football League manager is pictured there, and I'm going to give you a bonus point, but you only get the bonus point if you tell me the manager. I'm going to give you a bonus point if you can tell me what part of the body is pictured there, because it's a difficult one. So possible 2 manager of the season points. Which Family Fantasy Football League manager is pictured there, and what body part is it? And if you can tell me that, you will pick up 2 manager of the season points. Hopefully Man Flu will be gone by next week, so we will be back at our regular Friday night slot. I know it's Friday night tonight, but this should have happened last Friday, not tonight. So hopefully the Game Week 8 review will be next Friday. Remember, when you're having a go at the Who the Fuck Is That, only 1 guess per manager per week. I will take your first answer. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.